A major climatologist announcing she is ditching her tenured job in academia. Professor Judith Curry saying a big reason is because of the craziness in her field, where she says funding and rewards are being given to projects only if they are channeled in certain directions that are approved by the politicized academic establishment. Her words, it often becomes a battle of scientific integrity versus career suicide. Steve, you say this just proves that climate science is more about money and politics than it is about science.
Absolutely. More and more they're relying on models that don't predict the future very well, so they can't win politically. They couldn't get their energy taxes through, so now they're engaging in the equivalent of the Spanish Inquisition or Mao's Cultural Revolution. They'll try to destroy you. They can't win on the arguments, so they try to destroy you. And she's the latest victim of it.
Bruce, I'm not a scientist. You're not a scientist, but she is, and she's got incredible credentials. You look at her resume, I don't know of anybody that has credentials as high in the field as she does. That's what she's saying, and she's on the inside.
Well, I don't even know if we need any of these academics, because we have a president who believes it's a Chinese hoax. I mean, listen, climate change is real, and glaciers are melting, waters are rising, and if I were living in Miami, I would head to higher ground.
But, John, the point is there are a lot of people, a lot of these climate scientists who are doing it for the money and the academic power, right?
Of course they are, and let's get beyond that and realize that 44% of the world's population lives in the very coastal cities that warmists like Bruce and other scientists say is going to go underwater within a few years. Can all of the world's combined knowledge be that slim and a few scientists that smart? The very notion is ridiculous. It's not a Chinese hoax. It's much worse than that.
Emac, this is very significant. This woman's letter goes on and on about specific cases where politics trumps science.
Yeah, and she was effectively saying, questioning the use of, if she questions the use of computer models or saying that weather's a big, complex system, then you're called what's called a climate change denier. And watch the terminology there. That's the same as being called a Holocaust, right? Denier. It gets very nasty.
Mike, that's the point. Is they're looking for ways to get you without dealing with some of the science that contradicts their views.
Oh, David, I'm so tired of the save the planet garbage that's been going on. I'm with the late, great George Carlin, who pointed out years ago that the Earth is 4.5 billion years old. It survived all kinds of bad weather, an ice age, earthquakes. We've only been here 200,000 years. Is a little CO2 really going to damage the Earth? No.
Rich, 15 seconds. Go ahead.
Yeah, Newsweek had a cover story in the 1970s about the great global cooling threat. So that tells you everything you need to know.
Before we go, we did get a statement from Georgia Tech. They told us, quote, Professor Curry has been a respected member of our community for many years. We are grateful for her dedicated service. We wish her well in her post-retirement endeavors. Coming up,